so I think boss is trying to set up the stream on Twitter, right? And as he's doing
Yeah,
that, I just want to encourage everyone to share the link on Twitter so that other people can join. I'm not sure whether I've been seeing anybody's comments and wishes on the Twitter handle. So, all right, boss is here.
can you see the screen? And you can hear me, right?
It's perfectly well.
Okay. I just updated most of the things. Everything was lagging, and then I clicked on stream. It was X was not receiving the data, so I had to unconfigure everything and then reconfigure it again back. So I think it should be clear enough now, and we can proceed. So, like I was saying, right? I said what I'm seeing on DXY is not the same thing with what I'm seeing on AUSD now, because on AUSD, right, I'm already seeing a different thing. Let me be done with DXY now. Now on DXY, right, we remember when price came here, because the thing is kind of like confusing me. It's not like I even have clarity of as to what it's doing. So I'm just like sitting out. If you notice, I've not really traded USD that much. Yeah, that is more USD pairs. Either maybe a commodity, a crypto, whatever. So maybe gold or BTC. Like we traded BTC yesterday. So, uh, for example, look at DX right now, right? Normally, what establishes our trend for us is two broken structures. So I don't want to just even, let me just, so this is breaker structure one, right? And then this is the daily time frame, by the way. And so this is breaker structure two. So this breaker structure already established that this trend is what is bullish from where we are. Okay? But I usually prefer when the two breaker structures are in a direction, not that it is breaking a previous high or a previous low, it is breaking a current high and a current you get. So meaning this one will not count in this case, and it's this one that will count. So obviously we are bullish on DXY. Okay, we're bullish. It's clear that we're bullish. So and also there's a daily OB here. There's a daily order block just sitting right above this level. Okay. Now this daily order block sitting here. Don't forget, this is the origin that led to this reconstruction. So this is just price protracting, it's just pulling back. The real expansion is supposed to be something that will lead to, a bearish move. But for us to consider that, we need to also put into consideration that there is a market structure shift that already occurred. You can even use trend line to confirm this. If you want to use trend line to confirm this, right, you'll see that this structure has been taken out like around here. Hold on, let me draw it out. So you see that the structure has been taken out around there. Okay. So instead of, I don't want to waste your time. That's why I'm just showing you directly where the structure was confirmed. So you see this is the structure was taken out, and then the pullback also on the structure. And so this is a break and a retest. Normally, it's a normal strategy everybody knows. And so the break and retest and then price this. Now, for a long time, I was expecting that this gap would be filled, but it didn't fill it. It's an opening gap, so the price did not fill it. So I'll leave that there like that. So when we go down to the 4-hour time frame, right? The 4-hour time frame, what we can see here is that it's just clear that price is bullish. Price is actually bullish, very bullish from the daily. Now also from the 4 hours, right, is also bullish. Okay, is also bullish. And as of yesterday night or midnight today, it broke structure here. Okay, so it broke that structure there. Although price closed inside, but we'll still treat it as an overall bullish market. Now this is where the conundrum is. So for DXY, up, it's going up. Now looking at EURUSD, looking at EURUSD, this is where problem is, right? On EURUSD, I looked at it very well. I looked at EURUSD very well, and I am seeing that EURUSD has not broken this low since August 5th. We had August, September, and we're now in October. That's 3 months. It's even more than 3 months, but it's 3 months because it's the 5th of August. So 3 months, price has not broken past this low. I was just looking at it. Okay, wait. And when he got to this low, right, it looked like it was trending upwards. Yeah, everybody should be able to see and understand what I'm saying. So this is, I'll just do it as one move. This is one move. This is another move, right? And then when he broke the structure, another move, put back again for another, broke again, put back before breaking above here, and then it dropped finally here. Okay, so when it moved from this structure here, it was bullish, clear. The structure was clear bullish, and then it shifted the structure around this level, and so you have this move. Okay, and so it was supposed to continue in a bearish trend. Alright, so stay with me here. But immediately after that, we saw a double bottom. The double bottom is really associated with the trend reversal. So meaning this bearish trend is seeming like it wants to change now. And then the next thing we saw is what price broke structure to the other side, which is what we refer to as a change of character. Now it pulled back deep into what's it called now? The fair value here, and pulled up and now then dropped downwards. And this is the problem, and this is why I said the conundrum is we don't have double break of structure to confirm that is now bearish. We only have one. This is the problem now. We have only one structure break here, and can also look like or be like an engineered liquidity, because this is the POI. The double bottom is still holding strong, and not that the double bottom is holding strong. It is holding strong at the level that has not been broken for the past 3 months. That's my point. So if this level had broken, if this price, the whole FOMC drop had broken through the double bottom, it would have been a very good one. It was where the structure would have been clear. I would have seen, okay, very clear. If you look at GBPS, the structure is very clear. It's bearish. But because of what I'm seeing here now, that's why I say this is the conundrum. I've been faced with this all through the night. I've been on it, checking data, checking things since around 2 a.m. trying to understand what's going on with these guys. Sometimes, and what I found is historically, that is through past records and back data, when we're coming towards the end of the year, this is what they used to do most of the time. GBPSD will be doing something else. EURUSD will be doing something else. At the end of the day, they would not really be trending. One will be ranging. Most of the time, it's either most of the time it's EURUSD, but usually they used to change it. One will be ranging, either GBP or EURUSD. One of them will be ranging, but most often it's EURUSD that usually range. I was checking. I had to stay up all night. If you see, I didn't start the stream on time. So, and to face what we're looking at now, this level is still holding strong. In fact, for you to even see it, right, you see this is the first one holding strong. When he tried breaking it, like he came down here, he couldn't break below. He came back, he couldn't break below. That's like how many times now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he couldn't break below. Even this one pulled back, couldn't break below 5. He came back here after 2 months. This is August, and then this is October. So after 3 months, he came back here again, made the 6th touch and the 7th touch, right? Couldn't break below. So meaning this has now become a key level. It's a very important level that if price is going to break below this this region, right? We're going to now use it as a flip zone. But for now, given what I studied all through the night and what I was able to research on, I think price wants to start. My conclusion was I think price wants to start a range, and that's why I've seen that's why I mark this low, two of them as normally you're supposed to normally you know you mark it as liquidity, okay? But if you've seen me, I don't usually mark liquidity until structure has been formed. Some people do that mistake. They'll be like, okay, this is where liquidity. No, I don't mark liquidity until structure has been formed. You need to know the structure before you mark where liquidity is residing. Alright, you should understand that. If you don't know you don't know what the structure is doing now, you should not be marking liquidity zones. No, you'll just be trading out of context. You're not trading with structure because for a bullish structure, you're marking what liquidity at where the lows. You know price is coming down to sweep lows probably in any of the time frame you use to trade. And for a bearish structure, you get what I mean, right? So in this case, I understand that this is just a form of a liquidity pool that is double bottom, triple bottom, and all of them, right? And this one is even more than double bottom now. If you look at it, there are so many lows here that needs to be taken off. So yes, it's a good it's a good liquidity what's goes on, but it's not giving context to structure. Not at all. It's just holding strong as a support zone. It's holding very strong as a support zone. And my own conclusion is I'm going to buy from here. Also, another thing that made me conclude that I was going to buy, I'm holding a buy. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm holding the buy. If you want to enter, you can actually enter. But let me finish explaining so you understand what I'm saying. So, another reason is by the time he came back for the second touch here, alright, you can see the next candle going up like this. This is showing intent. I had to confirm this structure with different time frames. This is 4 hours. So looking at 8 hours alone, you can see the structure going up once, covering the bearish candle that came into that double bottom level, or where formed the double bottom. Okay? It's closed with what? An engulfing candle. So when you go back to 4 hours, right? In 4 hours, you can see the level where I marked. That is the engulfed candle, the candle that was engulfed completely. And I said, okay, let me use it as an entry level. I didn't really get it exactly at this entry. No, I think where price is trading right now, the current market price, which we call CMP, that is exactly where my entry is, which is at 1.15728. I think that's where my entry actually is now. That's where my entry is. So I don't know if you want to take that buy. I think I've explained well enough. I've done my best to explain very well why I think USD will buy or will be ranging throughout this year to the end of the year. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel is going to happen. So, but that's on USD. When you go to GBP USD, right? Now for GBP USD, it's actually different. GBP is totally bearish. As bearish can be. That's why I said the structure is clear when it comes to GBP. It's clear. Structure is clear. But this is where we're not going to have a serious problem. So stay with me here. I'll show you something from let's just go to the daily time frame. Yes? So stay with me. Like I said, during the end of the year, that's when these things will happen. So if you look at this is the daily time frame. What can you see already? The price has been bullish since, but when it came here, it formed a low, which is around May. It came back to that same low around August, and it formed another low there. Alright? So this is already a support zone. This is already a support zone. Now, what I want to see happen here is the candle price needs to close with a full body below this low. If not, okay, this is even a perfect example when I said that you mark liquidity in directly proportional to context, which is structure. So in this case here, in GBP this is already a support zone. To make it even more clear or precise, you just draw a line. So we just draw a line. Alright? So this is it. So you can see the first touch was around May. Here, May 12. The second touch was around August, the 1st of August. And obviously, if you are looking at it from the daily time frame, it's giving a bullish scenario. It was giving a bullish scenario. So I need to see price close below this exact zone. If not, this will just end up being, you know what it is, liquidity sweep, and then a reversal to the upside. It's just, that's what will just end up being. You just start seeing price just running up from here. Maybe it gets to this side and then it start dropping back. So it's something that is very important that I say, okay, I need to share with you. So this is a liquidity pool, double bottom there. So from daily time frame, although the inner structure, that is the structure you can see all around this level, right? You can see that is bearish, but that's just an inner structure. That's an internal structure. So when you look at the external structure, it's a totally different thing. So we're going to treat it that way. We won't treat it the same way. I'm just going to treat it now. So what I'm saying is, you need to watch the GBP USD. If it breaks below, let's put it into context very well. So for GBP USD, right? If it breaks below this low that was formed here around yesterday or this midnight, if it breaks below this low, then we'll see GBP USD selling. We'll just continue to see the sales on GBP USD. But if it doesn't break below it, then we're not going to see it selling. Or unfortunately, we might just see a shift and then price will just from here. So if it doesn't break below, we'll start seeing maybe you know what it does now. So we'll just start seeing a shift and price will just move up from there. So that's for so that's for GBP. Then for gold. So for gold, right, we've been holding a buy. We're done with this sell, so let me delete the sell. Let's delete the sell. So we know we sold and we took our profit this week. And we're also buying. Price was close to the TPA. Last TPA is 3 hours. Like I know I extended it though. And 3 hours, this is the first position. And we had. So I'm still holding the gold buy. But look at what's going on now. Presently there's even a new price action. And this one can even go and lead to a range. But to treat what price is doing for now, price has broken out from the bearish trend line here. This is the structure. You have it. So price broke out from the bearish line here, and it also gonna broke structure here. So instead of, as it came down here, pulled up, instead of like breaking this low, what it did is it has led to a change of character. So I've marked this level. I marked the POI in 2 hours. So I've marked the POI in 2 hours, right? I want to use it. I'm going to use this POI to buy. If price is going to get there again, it will now be the second entry on gold. So if price gets here, I'm going to be buying again. This is the 2 hour order block. So just in case price comes back, I'm just putting it out there that this is what I'm going to be doing if price comes back. Alright, I'm going to be buying gold again up to the high. This time around I'll buy it to the high. So I need to hold it to the high. Okay, that's for gold. The structure on gold is quite clear. It's not hard. It's quite clear. It's bullish for now. So yeah, that's for gold. Then this is where problem is. For NZD/USD, what we can see on NZD/USD is we're seeing that it has a bearish breakout. You can see it clearly, right? I hope you can see it clearly. There is a bearish breakout on NZD/USD, and it's not that it has a bearish breakout alone. No, it now has a confirmation of that breakout. So more like a double break, like a double break in context is a double break. And I'll make it clear for you now in a moment. When we go down to the 2 hour time frame, right? This is in the 2 hour time frame. So in 2 hour time frame, remember I've told you something. I'm teaching you something and I'm trying to instill it into your memory, into your analysis, your tape reading price. I've said the best way to know a structure is by having what? Two breaker structures. And now I'm not saying previous structure. Let me put it into context because I don't know if people have been getting it wrong. So this is a bullish move, right? Let me put it into context, yeah? So this is a bullish move. You know that this is bullish. So suddenly price, maybe let me just do this, yeah? So the price breaks this one like this, yeah? That is not the first breaker structure. No. Price needs to do this. Already, if I even see something like this, I know that price is going to continue bearish. What I'm trying to explain is two breaker structures in a particular direction, not breaking another level, not breaking, no, in a particular direction, meaning as it was coming down, it broke the structure one and it broke the structure the second time. Or as it was going up, it broke the structure the first time and it broke the structure the second time. Like this. So I know many people even seeing this kind of structure now, they will say, this is still bearish, this is liquidity, this is external structure, this is don't treat it like that. Treat it this way. When you have two broker structures, your trend is established. That's all. It's like a rule of thumb. It's a rule for me when I'm trading, and so all those people that I've ever taught, is a rule for them. When you have double broker structures, treat it like that. Okay? Don't treat it that way. Price is going to continue in the direction to which what's it called now? Price is going to continue to the direction to which it's going at the moment. So like the ongoing price action, that is where your focus should be on. Get. So looking at NZD-USD, right? If you look at NZD-USD, I think you should see what I'm talking about already. So you have this breaker structure, right? And we have this breaker structure. So the trend is already established as what? As bearish. The trend is already established as bearish. So for NZD-USD, this is why I said there's going to be is a whole lot of conundrums, like confusion. Many people are going to be confused as to what to do, especially traders that trade correlation. And this is where a lot of traders that trade correlation will be hot because you'll be trading with what you think and not what you are seeing. Two different things. What you are thinking is, oh, DXY is buying, so that means all the instruments on something DXY, they should be selling. Or DXY is selling, so all the instruments on something DXY and USD should be buying. Now this is where a lot of traders are going to be get hot. Again, I like to, one thing about this, I'm not holding it back, I'm not keeping it, I'm just telling you the way it is, because whether I tell you or I don't tell you, it doesn't really add or remove anything from me yet. So I'm putting it out there again and I'm telling you that we're going towards the end of the year. We only have 2 months, right? So today is actually, it's not today's 31st, right? No, today is 31st, the time is 7:31. So today is 31st. And given that today is 31st, tomorrow is November. I don't know if you are getting it already. Tomorrow is November, meaning we have just November and December and the year is ended. And according to past price action, I'm not telling you just what I backtested, I'm telling you my experience. I've been trading, since 2020 actively. I started like around 2022. That 2020 to 2020, 2020 to 2022, just in and out, but actively since 2022. So I'm telling you based on past price action and the experience, that when we come towards the close of the year, especially now putting emphasis on this, especially DXY, and I'm not putting any context on others, especially DXY, especially USD pairs, you begin to see them move anyhow. Those manipulations are usually very crazy, You start seeing them, what you're expecting to buy. You'll be seeing USD buying, you'll be seeing USD selling, and the rest of them like that. In fact, it has already started. You see it already. This is NZD USD. By the time we check AED USD, yeah, you see NZD USD is already in a bearish, as a trader over a long period of time. So I'm talking from past experience itself. Are you getting it now? So we have two broker structures already from NZD or on NZD. So the first one is here, the second one is here. So the next thing for me is to determine my POI that I want to use. I like this structure here, so I'm going to be using this. I'll mark this one first. I'll see what price is going to do here. Let's set an alert. You might be wondering, you didn't set it in the right place, so okay, it's in the right place now. So we have a POI that we're going to use on NZUSD just in case price comes above. I usually mark two POIs down just in case the first one fails. I know where to enter again, but usually the first one doesn't fail that much. Oh, this thing has disconnected again. I don't know, my network is terrible, probably. So the second POI is here. Okay, yeah, this second POI here. So just in case price doesn't respect this, you can see that there's a fair value gap here. Okay, already you know me, I'll cover the full second candle. It's even close, they are the same this time around. So this is the fair value gap just after the first POI. So I'll be selling from the first. If price comes to that POI, I've set the alert already. I think I've not given it a name. So I'll be selling from that first POI down, sell NZUSD. So I'll be selling from that first one down to clear up these lows. So hold on, 1, 2, yeah, first. So I'll be selling to clear up the lows here. I'll sell everything to clear up the lows. Alright? Chicken now. Page. So that's what NZUSD, by the way. So please take that into notes and consideration. Alright, so let's move on to the next one. We have exactly CAUD USD. You can see that before price even started selling, that sale that you see there is just due to NFP. NFP was one that was responsible for dropping price this much. NFP dropped, I say NFP, FOMC dropped price like this. So I made it to sweep this low. So the structure here, from what I'm seeing here, from 4 hours, last record structure is here. Anything. But I need to like check the 2 hours time frame to confirm something. 2 hours is only one structure that I've seen here. So only one established structure. So I have a break here, but this looks like a sweep of liquidity. So I'm just going to stay out of this and expect something. So if price, this is it now, let me just tell you. So just in case price comes down and breaks this structure here, right, I will be using this to enter again. That is, I'll use the fair value gap as a POI here to sell. But again, like I told you, if price breaks structure like this, then I will use it to sell. Alright? So until that happens, we're not selling. Until that happens, we're not selling. So just take note of that. So that's for AUD USD. Alright, AUD USD. Then for USD CAD as USD card, right? USD, obviously we saw DXY going bullish, so that's why these guys are buying, And so for the USD card, what this one seems like a sweep of liquidity occurred here. We don't have an established structure yet. You know why? Because I can see one break of structure already, but I've not seen a confirmed break. So this is what I mean. So I see this already, but I've not seen a confirmed break, which is the second one here. So just in case, so just in case price goes up and breaks this second one, then we now have an established structure, structure shift. So, but for now, don't have anything. I can even put it to you that a lot of traders will be trying to sell right now. They're trying to catch a sharp reversal here, but I don't think it's going to sell. I think it's going to just continue to buy. I don't know, but I think it's going to buy. But I'm not working with what I think. We're working on what we see. But for now, I'm not seeing any POI. I'm not seeing any place I want to use. Alright. The only thing I can tell you is external structure is bearish. There's a super liquidity, but the change in structure has not yet occurred. That bullish move that we're seeing on DXY has not yet occurred. It has not been confirmed yet on USD card. So until that is confirmed, before we'll do something else. So we check the next one. I'm going to come back on EURUSD and the rest because some people just joined and they might not have seen the analysis. And I just checked also like the stream disconnected. So that's for people that want to rewatch it. Alright. So for USD CHF, this is USD CHF. Yeah. Another thing is I've seen that most people don't really engage with this full money stuff. To be honest, it's the way you engage with it that will make me continue. I'm not paid to do anything. Rather, I'm not paid to do this. I was doing it for long. I've been doing it since January. So just think about the consistency of doing something for 10 good months. So this is January. So I know it's not taking more than a minute to use retweet button. Not what am I saying, up to a minute. It won't take you up to 30 seconds to retweet it. But most times you don't, but it's cool though. It's okay. At least I know I'm the only one doing it for now. But what is amazing there is, even as much as I'm just the one doing it now, other people are watching, and I'm sure they will start doing it also on X and other social media platforms. So even maybe when I stop, you guys will be able to watch it from others. It's very important. Yeah. So we set the pace, like a pace setter, and then I set the pace and just go. So this is USD CHF, right? Like I said, some pairs are faster than some. On USD CHF, what I can see here is very bullish. This guy has established his own trend. I can show you. I can see it already from 4 hours, but some of you will not be able to see it right away. So the structure has shifted here, and this structure is here. Okay. So I actually had this PO. Remember, we're actually trying to buy. Let me show you this first. So we're trying to buy here as of on Monday and even on Wednesday. Yeah. On Monday and on Wednesday, we're trying to buy this here from the 2-hour POI here. Yeah, I remember. So, but price didn't pull into it. I don't know why. I was trying to buy from here, which is the 2-hour POI. If you look at it, this is very perfect for structural liquidity. For those ones that trade Quasimodo, is it Quasimodo? No, SDI, structural break and inducement. I know all of them. Don't worry. I know all of them. So for those ones that trade SDI, this is a perfect setup. When you have your break of structure, I used to tell you this is the last break of structure, this is the origin of the break of structure, and then the POI below that origin is the target. Those ones that have been trading for long, like those ones that have been following me for long during the live sessions and all that like this would know what I'm talking about. I'll tell you the best way for you to identify your trend after that break of structure, just find the last breaker structure, find the origin of the breaker structure. Your POI should be below that origin. Then if you look at it and it's a case whereby you have two POIs, I'll say what? Use the extreme POI. Well, those ones are what's it called now? Sessions of the past. Let's proceed. So for USD CHF, I'm planning to buy, but I'm expecting it to drop down. So I'll still leave these alerts active. I won't delete it. I'll leave the alert active, and then I'll wait to buy when price comes into it on USD CHF. Then for USD JPY, so amazing. You see what I'm talking about when I say some pairs are forward than the other. For USD, for USD JPY, you can see the way it's bullish. Like, bro has gone far away. Bro has gone what? Far away. I think I had a stop loss here. It didn't make up that it's not allowing me to load. I don't delete all these things. So I had a stop loss here. The thing is, I wanted to buy Cletus. It's Cletus that made me. People should hold Cletus. I was buying. Cletus send me this thing. Say, you know that I don't get it's true, it's true, it's true. I will not listen to you again, Cletus. I will not listen to you. I'm just joking, by the way. So I had it buy here. I only took 2 hours. Remember, I posted it right. Yeah, I posted it 2 days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. For those ones that saw it, yeah, don't know what I'm talking about. I posted it 2 days ago. I had the buy set up just at the 2-hour POI here. The total target was supposed to be 4 hours, but I changed my bias to be bearish, and my position got fucked up, man. So I was buying here because the structure allowed me and everything, right? So I only took 2 hours and then sold from here. Or when I sold from here, it did not sell. Price refused to sell. Price refused to listen to me. Which is a crazy thing, by the way. So price bought, and the structure has been established that this is a what? A bullish structure. So the only thing you're going to be expecting now, you're going to be expecting a pullback. And do you know why this one is interesting? Is because after the structure break, there is a what? The presence of a gap. There is a presence of an imbalance. So to those ones that have been following me for long, you know what is going to happen. You know we are not expecting a liquidity sweep here. We're going to be expecting for price to use the other block, one of the other blocks. Now, let me teach you something very important today. I'm going to use, instead of me to draw those drawing, I'm just going to use live action. When you want to draw, okay, I think I still have to use it. Right? Maybe this was bearish, and then it shifted to the bullish, yeah, like this. So when you want to draw your what's it called now, breaker block, right? You know the breaker block is the failed order block that is here, that refused to hold the guy from selling. That's what we now use to buy. I hope you understand. That one is clear. Ouch, I just injured myself. Ouch. So when you want to draw your breaker block, you get, this is what we do normally. Normal, that's what we do. Okay. Ouch. So but the problem here is, now this explanation is not actually for those ones. The explanation is not actually for those ones that have been with me for maybe since that January when we started these sessions like this. Because I've said it countless times. Now, the problem here is a lot of traders, majority of traders, they use stop loss usually when they use breaker block. I can put it to you that 80% to 90% of traders that trade using breaker block, they all use stop loss, all of them. You know why? You know, some people say, okay, use it with inducement or not. No. It's not just about that. We're using it with inducement or not. It still makes sense. It's true. It does. But it's different. Why is it different? I'll explain in a moment. When you're using another block, a breaker block, right? The breaker block is a failed order block. That's what I want you to understand. It is a failed order block. Failed in the sense that it was supposed to be responsible for making this guy to sell from here. let me put it like this. It's supposed to resume for this guy to sell from here, but instead, he didn't respect it at all, and then just lambasted it, meaning he just broke through it, right? So the only thing that makes the breaker block valid to be used is because it is a failed order block. It failed to hold this price action, and that's why we can then use it as a flip zone, or use it in support and resistance and support. It's called phone quotes. Alright? But here's what is important. In this scenario now, if you're to mark order block here, which is the breaker block now, right? You want to mark the last sell candle here like this. But if you mark it, I want you to pay attention. When you drag it out, the question I want you to ask yourself is, was it mitigated or not? Because this is one mistake that majority do. So they think they are marking a breaker block, whereas you are marking an area that has been mitigated already. So when you take a loss there, you are asking yourself, why did I take a loss here? And it's because of you don't know certain things. If you are marking something like this now, I'm asking you now, if you answer this question yourself directly where you are, wherever you are right now. This level, this block we are marking now, this other breaker block, is it valid to be used? The answer is no. The reason is because it was mitigated here. And the whole idea of a breaker block is that it is a failed order block. I don't know, I'm saying that again so that you get it. It's that it is a failed order block. Failed in the sense that price just broke through it without any rejection or reaction. I repeat, most of all these things I don't even to plan them. I don't even know how they are coming. They're coming in rhymes. So without any rejection or reaction, price just breaks through it. That is what makes it valid to be a what? A breaker block. You understand what I'm saying now? That's what makes it. That's just the truth. That's just what makes it to be a breaker block. Alright? So when you're looking at structure like this, you might want to take so many trades. You'll be taking losses and losses and losses and losses. Well, the reason is because you are taking it wrongly. That's it. You are taking it wrongly. So what did I teach, or how have I taught you this? I've said when you mark your breaker block and you notice that it has been mitigated, meaning it is no longer like a failed order block, the next thing you should do is, you know that level is not going to hold. The next thing you should do is go and find the next order block in front of it like this. That is all. What I'm teaching you now, I can put you're not going to see it as any educational content anywhere. Some of you are even hearing it for the first time. You will not see it anywhere. I'm putting to you, yes. And so don't take my word for it. If you want to check, go and check it on your chat. If you don't see it there, go and block me, block my line, block my socials, block me. I'll show you a live example here and now. This is supposed to be used as a mitigation block because the trend has been established that is bullish, alright? So pay attention to what I'm about to do. This level is supposed to I get rewind now. Waiting with that. Yeah, I have it. So this level here is supposed to be used as a breaker block. Oh sorry, a mitigation block. Remember I said they are all from one family. All of them are other blocks. They're other blocks. But when you use breaker block, it is a failed order block. When you use mitigation block, it is a failed order block. Just that a breaker block is used when the trend shifts. It is used when the trend shifts from bearish to bullish or from bullish to bearish. And then a mitigation block is used when the trend continues, meaning a continuation pattern. An example is like this. So you have a break like this, it pulls back to that level like this and breaks again. It pulls back to that level and breaks again. That is what a mitigation block scenario. You understand what I'm saying, right? So let's proceed. So in this case here, looking at this case, let's look at this together. As price broke this structure, if you wanted to mark your mitigation block, because this is a mitigation block, the trend has been confirmed to be bullish. So in order to mark your mitigation block, what you would be doing is, or what you should do, is you want to mark this level out. Alright? You say, okay, this is the last this thing can do, this is the last that thing can do. When you mark it out, most time if you use it like this, you will hit stop loss. I'm putting it to you. If you don't hit stop loss, it's not me that's telling you this thing. You know why you hit stop loss? It's because you're using it wrongly. You're using it wrongly. Okay? So, follow me. And I said looking at this, right? Looking at this. This is where you're supposed to mark as a failure block. But did it really fail? No. Remember, I said it should not have a rejection and it should not have a reaction. But here you can see that price was rejected from it. There's a reaction of this level, meaning this is no longer valid to be used as a $1 block. No, because it didn't fail. It didn't fail. Price used that level. So, or price mitigated it the way you used to call mitigation. So what are you supposed to do? Go and mark the other block that we have here. That's where price will now maybe last go to. In essence, that's where price will. Let's see what happens. I'm just saying, and don't take my word for it though. Don't take my word for it. Go and check whether these things are so. Are you getting it now? Don't for once don't even try and take my word for it. Check it. You can see how price came back. So if you try to use this level before, where would your stop loss be normally? Maybe you buy like this. Maybe you buy like this. Normally your stop loss would be like, okay, the end of the other block now. The end of that breakout block that you mark. You will hit stop loss. There's no how. You will hit stop loss. But because of what I'm teaching you now, those unnecessary stop loss that you have been hitting, you will not hit them again. Somebody shout hallelujah. I'm just joking by the way, but I'm not joking about what I'm teaching you, right? It's very important. It's something that I use. It's a private thing, but I'm sharing it with you. So do with it whatever you're going to do with it. Alright? So when you are using this, mark the other block. Wait for price to come there. In fact, when I see something like that, that's where I'm entering. Sometimes I can use it. I use it sometimes to even flip my account when I have spare cash that I just want to just, sometimes you just want to press that. You just want to be pressing it. So I use it. So that's why I'm telling you now. In this case, we cannot use a mitigation block here. Instead, we mark what the other block and wait for price to come down to it. I hope I have been able to educate you and not to confuse you. I hope so. I really hope so. Okay? So, we proceed. I know before the end of this session, I will see another example and I'll show you. Let's say hallelujah. So I know I've been able to educate you and I know I'm not been able to confuse you though. But before the end of this session, I know I'm going to see another one. I know what I'm teaching you. I know I'm going to stand down. Honestly speaking, I know I'm going to stand down. So let's see. Let's just proceed, right? So this is USJPY, and that's what I'm expecting for price to come back to that level. To mitigate it properly before we see any. Oh, I need to remove this replay. Yeah, I had a stop loss on JPY. Yeah, I tried selling, but the JPYs are not ready. I had to just the way USD has DXY for us to check the relative strength of the dollar index. So we also have Japanese basket where we check the relative strength of the yen. So I checked it and I saw that this guy is bearish. Obviously when it's bearish like that, anything trading to maybe GBP JPY, AUD JPY, EUR JPY, all of them will be buying, right? So basically it means weak yen, stronger base currency, alright? So let's proceed. And that's why I had the stop loss here. I'm gonna delete it now. What I'm expecting for this guy is for the trend to continue going upwards. But for now, let me see. For now, I don't think there's a confirmation to that because defining my daily range, price, I'll be, if I want to buy from where it is now, I'll be buying at a very extreme level. Are you getting? So I don't do that. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So this POI that is even better to buy from. If I told that you want to buy this POI is better. Okay? That POI is better. Alright. So that's for GBP JPY. This is for GBP JPY. So I would expect that price is gonna like pull back into this level. If we're going to see a continuation, right? I expect that price will like pull back into this POI, right? It's another block, right? And then continue going higher. Okay? So hold on, I'm coming. I want to speak some. I'm speaking water. Oh, the time is 8 o'clock and there's an alarm. Sir, kindly let me know if you have a YouTube channel so that there will be more engagement there. Okay. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, but I don't know, people don't want to watch my YouTube channel. I don't know how to promote all these things. I don't have strength. I don't know. It's in my page. My Twitter page. You can see it's just how many people are following me. 3,900 of you. Amazing people, by the way. And I'm posting educational content every time. So people don't really, now, maybe from next year I'll start posting shiny objects. But I do. You can go to YouTube, you can search for, I'll start uploading my videos there. You can search for Dioslave. Just the same username I use on X is the same thing on this thing, right? Just the same, that's the same on YouTube. So for GBP JPY, we're expecting price to pull. So let me just put an alert. This thing is supposed to expire maybe today, tomorrow. And then I have to resubscribe the trading review. I don't remember. I need to check my email to check that. It's even an auto renewal, so it will just renew it itself. Where's the trading review? So I think I need to subscribe it on time. But since it's on auto renewal, it will renew itself. Because I used to use that. I'm only using this thing basically because of the okay, it's on the third. Yes, I use it because of the alerts, not because of those backtesting stuff. I don't use that. Or maybe I'm trying to explain something to you guys just the way I did now. That's why I use it. Nothing again. So on GBP JPY, I'm expecting price to pull down to that level that I just get the alert on 201.760, and then I'll buy from there. I expect it to buy. Yeah? Okay. I don't know how to chase price. I used to wait at extreme levels. Every one of you know me for that. So on 4 GBP so looking at GBP but what can we see? I can only see success. So I'm seeing price very bearish. Besides, there's no POI that we can even use for now. There's none. You can't use any POI here because price is bearish. The only thing that we would want to do is want to trade a continuation, that is one price like continue. You get my point, right? One price like continue um going bearish. So for now, we'll just leave it at that. Today is Friday, so you might just see that this guy will just range the whole of today before anything. So let's go to the next one. That's for GBPCAD, by the way. Then this is GBPCHF. I've been trying to catch this guy, but bro, this guy has not, has not giving me any entry at all. I'm not taking any trade at all on GBPCHF this month. None. And also it's bearish. Last book of structure that we had on GBP CHF is here, and you can use it as a key level. Yeah, so just in case price wants to like come back up, then we'll use this fair value gap here to sell it off. It is actually situated well, inducement and also structure, which is the POI there, so it makes sense. So the price pulls into the fair value gap in 4 hours. We're going to look for displacement and then confirmation that displacement and sell from there, okay? So that's on GBP. Then for GBP hit a take profit already. So we don't, like I said, we don't have the present POI for it. But at the moment, what price is doing is we can see a pullback. It's called a protraction or whatever I want to call it, but we can see a pullback. And this is a structure that I used to see it a lot. It's like I used to call it type 1 and type 2 displacements. And since I'm seeing it on 2 hour time frame, it's something that okay, I might want to catch and trade it up. So I'm seeing a type 1, type 2 displacement already. What do I mean by type? No, sorry, type 2 displacement. So whereby when you have a change of character like this, so the price pulls down like this, but instead of breaking down, it breaks it up and then keeps a displacement. So that displacement that it keeps becomes inducement. That level now become an inducement for me to now trade it up into the key level again and then sell from key level. So key level here will be, let's find it, in the 4 hour time from the key level here at far or more. So the key level will be here, like around this level. So meaning on GBP AUD, I can trade this up. If it gives me a signal to buy, I can trade it up to that level and then take profit exactly at that side, just exactly at that side before before price give me surprises. So let me just keep an alert just in case, so I don't miss it, just in case. Alright, so that's on GBP AUD. Alright, then the next one is on Euro JPY. So you should not even stress yourself. Like I said, on all JPYs, they are all bearish, all of them. All the JPYs are bearish, all. That's when I mean JPY, I'm talking about JPY basket. So obviously, the Euro JPY, the AUD JPY, GBP JPY, NZD, all of them will be what? Bullish. So I put that into consideration. Alright? So don't stress yourself trying to get this on structure. It's bullish for now. So anything you want to do, just buy. Or anything you want to do, just buy. Wake up and buy. The thing I started with is you just wake up and you just buy it. Alright. So on this note, oh, beautiful. Although this is not at an extreme level, let's see. There's a bit of structure here. I want you to look at something very well. So there's a bit of structure here, right? Now I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to do. Okay? Pay attention. When you want to mark your order block, we have bullish order block, we have bearish order block. For a bearish order block, that is, you want price to sell when it taps into there. A bearish order block, you mark the last buy candle. So in this case, where we are right now, the bearish order block is supposed to be what? The last buy candle. Let me mark it out for you. So meaning we've marked it out and we drag it out. Again, marked and dragged. So let's check 2 hours also for something. So make sure that it's the same place. Yes, correct. Correct, correcto, correcta. So we've marked it out. I want you to. The reason why I'm marking it out is because I want you to see something I've been explaining since. So I want you to look at this, right? Looking at this now. This place, can we call it a failed order block? I need to answer that question to yourself, because I'm not just analyzing. I'm also teaching you how to read price, how to read price, how to engage with price action. So that you are not scared of what they are trading. You have confidence because you have information. Alright? And information can transform you. So, looking at this, is it a failed order block or not? And maybe you've answered the questions already, right? It is a failed order block because it does not have a rejection and it doesn't have a reaction. Price just what went through it. I hope you are now getting the context. I hope you are getting what I'm now trying to say. Price went through it just like that. It just went through it like that. You get? So without any rejection, without any reaction. This is what I mean when I say, okay, you want to mark your breaker block or you want to mark your mitigation block. You can then use those levels. Why? Because price went through it like that. When you do this, it begins to filter. You know when you want to use P2P, your Bybit, right? You want to use P2P on your Bybit. There's one place for filter, so that you don't get scammed. You filter, you check what you want, block, you pick another one, you pick another one. Actually, like 3. So you pick those 3. It filter the rubbish, it filter the noise, it filter what you don't want. So when you begin to work with this kind of information, you filter some losses. You're not going to have some losses. Some losses are not going to be necessary anymore. It is not losses eradication, it is losses alleviation. Let me put it that way. Or reduction. Yes, losses reduction. It reduces your loss a lot if you are trading breaker blocks or mitigation blocks. In this case now, okay, maybe we want to buy this, right? And price taps into it. Well, you buy obviously with the confirmation. Okay? So let's go ahead and check. Alright? The price taps into here. I'm already looking the displacement already. I did say I'm already over. For context sake is why I want to just break it down for you. Okay? For context sake is only why I want to break it. If you come down here, so they're trading with confirmations, yeah? So you come down here, you can see there's a book I'm reading. I read it before. I read it as a PDF, but I bought it as a hard copy. It is the Candlestick Trading Bible. Most of you have heard of it. Some of you have it. And the Candlestick Trading Bible, I even have it right here in my hand. We have what we call hammer. We have what we call pin bar. I've been teaching you for a long time now. I've been teaching you on what's it called? On engulfing candle. I've been teaching you so much on engulfing candle. Okay? But we also have other candlestick confirmations that we use. We have them, there are many. So we have engulfing. Engulfing is the best one I use. But we also have the hammer. Now hammer is a pin bar. Just really you have pin bar, right? So it's a pin bar. It usually forms in those places of reversal. So on your key levels, you begin to see them. This one that you see here, right here, yeah, this is a pin bar. It suggests that what price is what reversing. That's what it does. It suggests that price wants to reverse. Now, If it forms anywhere, I've told you this thing that you don't trade them anyhow. You don't trade them anywhere. Because you just see it as form. You say, oh, more, make I sell, make I buy. Because there's now a hammer or there's a pin, there's a hammer. You know, one is hammer, the other one is shooting star. The one that is hammer is the one that we use for buying. You see them when you want to buy. Okay? And then the shooting star, that one is bearish pin bar. You can just call them bullish pin bar, bearish pin bar. But hammer is pin bar. Why? The shooting star is the bearish pin bar. So you don't just use them anywhere. You are using them at confluences, at key levels, support, resistance zone, other blocks, fair value gap. You are using them at levels and not just anywhere randomly. Are you getting it now? So that's why I say you trade with confirmations. You trade using confirmations. If you're going to use this now, you'd have bots. Now you can easily have bots this trade, and then your position, sorry, your stop loss just be maybe slightly below. Maybe you even bought late. Let's say you even bought late. Let's just say you bought late, of which maybe you're not supposed to be, but let's say you bought late. After confirmation on that level, so you bought late. Yeah? Maybe you target 2 hours, target 3 hours, and then you are done. You are done. Okay? So why did I take my time to explain this? I knew I was still going to see an example of what I was explaining when it comes to those breaker blocks and mitigation blocks. I knew I was going to see one. I might see another one before the session ends. So for EUJPY, it is bullish. It's supposed to buy. Alright? Then, I hope you understand the whole concept behind those failed order blocks. Because it is the failed order blocks, that's what we use as what those mitigation blocks. So when we're talking about order blocks, when you see mitigation block, it is a branch of order blocks. When you see breaker block, it is a branch of order blocks. Are you getting it now? When you see rejection block, it is a branch of order blocks. It's just a branch from it. That's why ICC teaches just two things. It teaches two things. It says there are order blocks, and fair value gaps. I understand that now. He has taught suspension block, but there are still branches from other blocks. They are all branches from other blocks. When you get that concept, you understand the logic behind a particular concept, you'll be able to trade better. What this does is it doesn't eradicate your losses. No. You're not trading like you are so smart. No, you are trading with information that is defined one. You will begin to trade with clarity. You know, you get difference there's a difference when, for example, a king tells you, go to that place, fight everybody, than when a servant or maybe somebody that heard from somebody comes and tells you, the king said we should go there and fight everybody. That's two different things. The one that heard directly from the king has more confidence. Why? Because he knows the king gave him instruction to go. The emphasis is not just in the information that was passed, but the confidence that comes with the information. The confidence that comes with the information. So what I'm saying is, the emphasis is not just in the information that I'm passing to you now, but the confidence that comes with the information when you go to the market to try these things out, to test them in live action, to test them in backtesting sessions. Alright? Again, don't take any of the things that I'm teaching you, don't take my words for it. Make sure you go back to check whether these things are so according to how I'm teaching you. Are you getting it now? And I said it, when you go back to your chart and you see that these things are not like that, I say block me. Block me, just block me. You get, just block me. Alright? Block me. I know what I'm saying. So we are proceeding to the next. This is EUAD. Now for EUAD, you can see it's very bearish, right? Very, very, very bearish. And this one is just basically, I think it's very simple. We have the logical structure here. This one is the field one, not just field, the bro field. So we're just going to see what the hell. You're going to just wait for what price is going to do when it comes. When it comes to this level, we're going to wait, and then when we see confirmations, we're going to sell it from that level. Alright? That's on EUAD. Then we have a trade NZDJPY. I already told you what to expect. Oh, this is even beautiful. And I like that they are playing out in real time action. So go with me. We have a bullish trend here. Bullish. The last break of structure is here. Again, like I said, the only problem that you might have is okay, you're trying to consider, oh, is it in the dealing range? Is it in the dealing range? But let's check. So this is the low, that is the high. Here. Oh, so it's beautiful, it's there. So let's just proceed. Even if it doesn't fail, it's just a loss. Let me show you something quickly. So if you were to mark, let's use 2 hours. 4 hours might be too ambiguous. Use 2 hours. If you were to mark this level, please pay attention to this. If you were to mark this level, yeah, as another block, which is this last one here, right? You have to mark this last buy candle, bearish other block now. You have to mark it as another block. Did it fail? Is it a failed order block, or it has a rejection and a reaction? The answer is yes, it has it. It has a rejection and reaction here. In fact, twice before it finally breaks through. And so what did I say? The next thing is for you to go and use the order block. Listen, this thing that I'm teaching you is not because I feel like teaching you, but because I understand that many people are suffering from knowledge. And this is not because somebody taught me this, no, because I suffered from knowledge and I found it myself. There's a difference between you and I. There's a difference between you and somebody that learned something by himself and made that thing to work. It's not that you just learned it. Because many people, they are under that charade and that facade that I'm trying to make things work for myself. Yes, it's good. But to make it work for you is a different thing. That you want to work, you are trying to figure things out yourself. Fine, it's a beautiful thing. Because you can't compare you that figured things out for yourself that made it work to somebody that probably learned from another person. The two different things, and that's why it's always advised that when you are taught something, you go back and make it your own. Like put it in a way that you're going to understand it very well. Alright? So from what we have here, that level is not used, is not okay to be used as a what? As a field order block. It's not, because it has a rejection and it has a reaction. So what are we going to use? We use the other block that is rightly seated in front of it, which is where price is at presently. So if you were to buy this now, yeah, if you were to buy, this is where your entry will be, and this is where your stop loss will be. But think about this. If you were using this entry before, you would have hit stop loss already. Already you would have hit stop loss. In fact, you don't even know where you want to put the stop loss. You would have hit stop loss already. Or your stuff will be too long. Maybe you want to cover everything. So your risks to reward, it begins to affect certain things that you are trading and the way you are even trading. I don't know if you are getting what I'm explaining now. It begins to affect the way you trade. It affects them. So that's why information that you have, information that you have is important to anybody that tell information is not important. You should put hand in the person high. Information is important. I think is it what lie wasabi that comedian? I don't see him just as a comedian sir, because he used to say some things that are very important. In Yoruba, for those of you that don't understand Yoruba, I'll explain it. It says info, lay off info, meaning it is information we use to fly. Are you getting it now? So in this case, instead of you to have had a stop loss here already, you then that stop loss would have been filtered if you're going to apply this in that thing. So you will not have the stop loss earlier. No, if so, you have your entry here now. Even if you have your stop loss here, you don't mind, because you are now working with what information. You are working with the right information. You're working with what market is doing. Let's check for price path action if there are any highs at the back. Like I said, I see you guys to come and buy laptop for me. This laptop that is hanging is almost 500k, I think 470 something. Present market price is around 5 something. Yes. And when I'm using to stream in hands, man, I need an Alienware. I say Alienware now, how much now? Is it 1.5 million naira? You got that missing. So this is it. What I press 5 hours. What's 5 hours? Let's check it on 8 hours first. I don't usually use that 5 hours like that. It's the high, the reward me I'm just after. Nothing really concerning me. Okay, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's alright. I be add that motivation needs to go. It's okay. It's alright. So let's go in. I want to go in. I want to tell you that I'm going to trade it. So even if I hit a stop loss, I hit my stop loss. Take a L for the community. So I'm taking it now. Number one, the first thing is it aligns with daily range. Daily range. When I mean the range now, I'm talking about the low, swing low to the high. You can see that this is 4 hours. Improvement and discount, this is already below 50%. Although if the POI is below, let's see, the POI is like extreme, it has been better. But this POI was mitigated already by these guys. So that's why I want to use it. So let me take it. Yeah, you guys should even congratulate me. I passed my account, the account that the account that slippage took away that period. I finally passed it. Slippage, papa. NZD JPY. So let's go in. Don't forget, we still have a pending trade on what's it called now? On gold. We want to buy gold again. Although we have a present what's it called now? Entry on it, we are still holding one. But we plan to buy again. So stop loss should be around 87.883. That one alert. It's not alert. The whole wealth balance. But it reminds me now. So stop loss has been set 87876. Okay. Take profits, where is it? Where is the take profit? So take profit is set at 89.069. Okay. Yeah. So 183, I divide it. I'm not going to use too much. Let me use $40 here. Alright. So 15 by set it. Stop loss CP. So I'm taking this trade now. Maybe you even hear the sound, listen. Yeah, I hope you hear that sound. Yeah, so I'm taking the trade now. I'm taking that trade. So let's say it's good to go. So that's on NZDJPY, by the way. NZDJPY has got. So I expect all JPYs to buy, all the tests that have JPY, I expect them to buy. But let's see what they do. So to proceed, we have EURGBP. My EURGBP had a very crazy breakout, bro. It broke out during this week. It broke out, so it's bullish, and I don't have any level or any area to do anything with this guy. So let's just leave it alone. Next week we'll come back to it. On EURCHF, we have a missed entry. I still want price to come to this entry though, so we have a missed entry. And you are already seeing the reason why I even marked certain things. Please pay attention to something. This is last week structure here. If I were to use what's it called now, these last stuff here, all of them they just see the way they are just rowdy. They don't make any sense at all. There's no need for me to form anything, meaning the next place I'm supposed to mark. There's no field other block here, so the next place I'm supposed to mark is what the other block right below here. That's what I'm marking, that's what I'm waiting. Even if it doesn't come, even if it misses my entry, let it go, no problem. I don't mind. So that's on EURCHF, by the way. The reason why I'm not staying long on this is because we analyzed it on Monday and also on Wednesday. So moving on to the next one, we have EURNZD. What are you doing? Oh, this trade is finally going to come and you start us in entry. I'll close them. If you are holding this trade, then just go to your MT5 right now. Go to your MT5 right now. Go and close it. Close this trade. This trade is not going to be the end of me. After holding for the second week. Let's see. Yeah, close it. Oh, I'm tired. Did I send it to the Signal group? I don't remember. I think I did. That's the thing I don't remember. I'm not sure. I don't think so. No, I did not. So that means I'm just speaking to people that took it here. So if you took it here, yes, if you took it here, close your trade on Euro NZD. Because we now have a flip. Price has broken out, and not just broken out, price has given a confirmation break, and so the direction of this guy has shifted. So me, I don't do break evens, but when I see a shift or structure, it invalidates my bias and I move on to the next thing. So for now, it's no longer selling, it wants to buy. And the new POI has been formed. Here. So this is the new POI here, by the way. You see this broker structure here now. So this is where I'm marking to be the new POI. I'll mark it down to this low. So I'll put my alert here around 2.01607. So buy UNZD, buy. So buy UNZD. So I'm going to be buying here. So when price pulls back, right? It pulls back into this demand. We'll just buy it to take out all the liquidity that has been here. Our main target will be this high, way above. That's what we're going to target, alright? We're going to target it at that high. So my alert has been set, and those of you that want to trade it, set your alert also, or just set it. I'll not tell you to set a pending order. That pending order I get really maybe news just come out, and those news that those news that will just come once. You would not see your position. You'll be asking, where's the trade? I didn't take any trade. Where's the trade? I didn't take any. That's what you'll be asking yourself. Yeah. So that's it. So I would not really advise that you should be using limit orders. I don't know how to advise you to do that. I've learned my own lesson. I've learned my own lesson. So yeah. So let's proceed. Let us proceed. Next one we have. So on your ears, don't forget we're going to buy. So the next one we have is on AUJPY. You already know what happened on the JPYs. I already told you they are supposed to be buying. Yeah, all JPYs are supposed to be buying. By now you should know already. I have said that and I'm saying it again. JPYs are gonna buy. I don't care the juju that they want to use. They should buy. Alright? So because if I show you why they are supposed to buy, if you see when you see it, you even confirm it. It's a crazy reason, because I was looking at JPY basket, the level that it broke. We'll check it in a moment. So this is the JPY, by the way. So it's buying, and I can't define any daily range here because this is the low and this is the high. So wherever it is at now is a premium. So that's why I said I can't. Sometimes I don't need to use the premium and discount. All these tools you are seeing here, honestly speaking, I don't use them. I don't. If you notice, it is only when I'm teaching you. Most of the time, as I look at the price action, I know where I want to use. I know what I want to. So the only thing I basically use is just the position to know the values I want to send out when I drop my signals to those in signal group. Apart from that, nothing else. I don't use any of them. I don't use them. But again, just like how ICT will say, but for you, that you're just starting out. Because I understand that some of you are just starting out, some of you are struggling with analysis and all that. For you that is just starting out there and still getting conversant with price action and all that, use them. You'll get to the stage where you don't need them. But use them. So on AUJPY, I don't have any analysis on it, or rather bias or POI on it yet, because price is still trading at a premium level. We need to come down to like discount or equilibrium before we take a buy on it. Alright, so proceed to the next one here. The next one is on NZD card. NZD card, we didn't take any trade on this guy too. I actually saw it, and everything I perceived from it was, this guy no go buy. I'm sorry, no go buy on for this time frame. No go buy. All I was seeing was that it's not ready to buy. It was not ready to buy. I wanted to buy, but I was seeing it was not ready to buy. Okay. But I want to check it now. I don't want to. I'm not the type to be buying reversals. No, you can see that the whole trend is what. You see how bearish it is. But you see those ones that want to trade structure and liquidity now, but they will tell you that this is ready. But let's break it down. We're not just going to trade structure and liquidity because we want to. We want to check. I did double breaker structures. Where's the last breaker structure? You get all those kind of things. They are very vital information to what we're doing. So, last valid, emphasis on valid. Last valid breaker structure was around here. Okay? That's last valid breaker structure around there. And this is the origin of that level here. This is the origin. So, I want to go to the lower time frame now to confirm. If there are two breaker structures, oh shit. So just imagine I was trying to buy now. This is the reason why a lot of persons take losses. So there's a breaker structure here, number 1, and there's another breaker structure here, number 2. So you see people that want to buy. Now I can put this one to use, for those ones that used to trade structure and liquidity, SBI, which is SBI now, that used to trade. I'll show you the SBI. You can see the SBI. Let me show you. SBI is very clear. The setup is too clear. You know, the reason why it's called setup is because it's to set you up. So it's very clear. Number 1, it has a sweep of liquidity here, which makes this level strong. And number 2, it has pool of liquidity here, which makes it even more valid to be used, right? And then, so it's like structural liquidity that needs to take off. But I can put it to you that majority of the time when you trade something like this, without checking for what I just checked for, those double breaker structures in a particular direction, without checking it, you will notice that price will most often, let's say price is here now, right? You see that price will most often just go up a bit, and then you see profit, then boom, stop loss. As I just said this thing now, somebody has just do beam. They had do beam because you can remember PTS they worry you. You remember how many times that happened to you, honestly speaking. So and why it happens this way is because you fail to understand that structure. When you trade structure and you're trading structure and liquidity, there's a way you're going to trade it. That's what you feel. So I'm just teaching you, I'm just telling you now. So looking at this, right, I can see 2 breaker structures already. So to those men, a majority. So this is to answer that question when somebody say, why is it that when people are selling you are buying, when people are buying you are selling? I don't usually follow the crowd when I'm taking my market decision. I just follow what I'm doing. I'm not banting anybody or anything. Everybody's an amazing trader. Everybody trades the best way they trade, you get. So when you have 2 breaker structures like this, no matter what the overall structure is showing you, this is what I'm going to, this is my current information, this is what I'm going to deal with. Okay, this is what I'm going to deal with. So when price pulls back now, sweep liquidity, because this is a choppy price action after the breaker structure. It swoops back, it pulls back, sweep liquidity, then I'll start looking for what? A sell. I will not be looking for a buy in this scenario. Alright? And you can also buy, when you buy, you see those times when you now target 3R. So it's not go really far, it's just go and then move. It's because if you know that you've traded 3R and you notice that price will always reject, it will go 2R plus and then hit your stop loss, or even hit 3R and then hit your stop loss back if you want to do more. It's because most of the time you are trading in reversal, you are trading structure and liquidity, but without order flow, you are trading without context of the structure itself. Okay? But it's very important that you put structure into consideration because structure is important. And here structure is simple. The structure I'm referring to is just the trend. And I've given you the best way to identify the trend. The best of the very best to identify the trend, alright? So that's what NZD card. We're going to be selling when price gives us the opportunity to sell. Then for um NZDCHF, NZDCHF, let's look at something together. So NZDCHF is bullish, by the way. Okay, it's bullish. NZDCHF is bullish, is bullish, is bullish. So it's pulling back. Hold on. It's supposed to continue from where it is, oh. Although I don't like trading just straight line alone. Ouch. But it's supposed to continue from where it is. But let's see something together. If you look at this one will work. You look at this. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's a breakout. Oh shit. Oh my god. So from 4 hours is already a breakout. I can see a breakout. It's not just the breakout alone. I can see traps. A lot of traps that might want to occur. People want to fall for traps. Let's see. Okay. No confirmation to this breakout yet. None. There is none. No confirmation for now. One thing that is amazing is I've seen the way a lot of traders trade. Even some people that are close to me, but they're not close to me. They're just thinking they are close to me. But I'm doing that. I don't have to keep somebody too close, and I feel that you're moving anyhow. I start distancing myself from you. I don't like rubbish. Most people are now attaching trend lines to their analysis, which they didn't do before, which they did not do before, right? And why I used to use trend lines to analysis or for analysis is because it just makes it even much easy for you to like really understand. You just see it and you just understand what you're looking for. And when you're trading trend line, I wrote a trade before, when you're trading trend line, it's only two things that is going to, or let's say three things that's going to happen. Number one, the trend line respects, which is price will respect your trend line. Number two, you have a fake out, meaning price will fake people out, just like the one we just have here. Just like the one we have here, right? It might turn to a fake out. And then the third one is the trend line breakout. And the breakout is one that is totally different, alright? So, if you want to start using trend lines to trade, there are many things that you need to know. I'll tell you, see, there are certain degrees to which the trend line is supposed to be. Your trend line is not supposed to be too steep. Your trend line is not supposed to be in a particular. So, a lot. But this is not the class of trend line. This is not a session for it. Maybe we'll do that on Saturday. Yeah, we'll do that on Saturday. NZDCHF. Next is AED card. AED card is holding strong in this support zone. I still expect it to go up because I cannot see. Yeah, I cannot see a double break downward yet. None. There's only one. That one happened here. The last breaker structure here. That won't happen again. So if it happens again, then the bullish scenario or the bullish bias here will flip and become a bearish bias. Alright? But for now, the bullish is still holding strong. So if you take the AED card that you are still buying, no problem, hold your buys. For now. Let me add for now. So we have EDCHF. One of my friends is selling this thing. I don't really tell her say you will hit stop loss. CPT, anywhere you are, you will hit stop loss. You will hit stop loss because you will soon tell me why you are holding this trade. CPT is a smoke. How's it go, Santi? For fear. You will tell me why you are holding the trade because, well, let me know for the man talk. He's not here, so the trend, what I'm saying is that the trend is bullish. You can see that the overall trend is bullish. I don't deal with what is fast, like maybe you go to like daily or more, I don't care. I'm trading what I'm seeing now. So the trend is bullish, that's what we see. And the only thing that I'll be expecting is that okay, price wants to pull back, okay? And maybe for a continuation around somewhere here. Finish, nothing else. Anything other than this is all noise. So because I can see also that there's a bearish trend line, but it has not been mitigated. You can see this first touch, second touch. The third touch that is usually stronger, or associated that okay is strong, you get. So price has not touched it yet. So Now, if price pulls back, buy it. If price pulls back for ADCHF, buy them. Alright? So that's it on ADCHF. Then we have ADNZD. ADNZD finally missed our entry, so I'm going to delete it. No, we're waiting for this on Wednesday, but price didn't tag us along. So we have an unmitigated POI here, so we're going to leave it. So because we have a new broker structure, so it depends on how this structure closes. If it closes with a gap, an imbalance or whatever, right, then we will be using a mitigation block. But if it closes with a sweep and maybe choppy price action after, we'll wait for price to liquidity and then to buy after its liquidity. So that's on ADNZD. I think what I've just explained now, I'll show you in BTC USD. So I sold CAD JPY, but it flipped. This was when it flipped and then started buying. And then, but now, we're going to be looking forward to buying now. So we'll look forward to buying maybe next week. That's the other of them are extreme levels. We bought CAD CHF. We took our profit just for our only for our 4.35. So not much. It's not much. It's not much at all. So I think I should show you one more example of that stuff I'm talking about. So pay attention to what I'm about to do, yeah? This is a broker structure here. Play, we want to buy. That's what's in our mind, I want to buy. When you fall down to 2 hours, I want to show you something very, very important though. When you fall down to 2 hours, right? You want to mark the failed order block. And you mark it this way. Please pay attention to what I'm about to say. You mark it out like this. This is where you are waiting for price to come back to. Although yes, I know price stopped it. That's where price bought from. But pay attention. Because I said when you see it mitigated by a reaction or rejection, it is no longer valid. Then I said the next thing for you to do is to use the other block in front of it. Emphasis on what? The other block in front of it. So let's show you. So this is CAD CHF. So pay attention to what's here. Now what do you see in front of it? Because this is no longer valid. For 1 hour, it renders that level that we marked invalid. Let me just share this one also. It renders it invalid. So the emphasis is not on where the other block is placed. The emphasis on you use the next available other block. Are you getting it now? The available other block, that's what you use. So this one has the other block right at the front of it, which makes this one not valid. It's no longer valued. We're not going to use it. Alright? And that's why when price came into it, all of this, I can't be explaining what we're executing. We don't execute now. We're taking this trade live, a few days back. So I can't be explaining everything. Just want to take the trade fast. So I'm explaining it now. So you see the other block right in front of it. We see the POI just there. And then you can use it to take a trade from there. Alright? So emphasis is on the next available order block. The next available order block. So that's for CAD CHF. Then we have Bitcoin. We sold Bitcoin yesterday. Many people ask, why did you sell Bitcoin? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And I said, people that ask, I told them to join the live session today. And if you're not here, I hope you're here. So I also made a post about it. I said we have 3 cases after a broker structure. You have a case whereby number 1, after the broker structure you have a gap, an imbalance or a fair value gap. So it might be an opening gap, whatever, right? After the broker structure. Then case number 2 is after the broker structure, right? You see that price is choppy, meaning after broker structure it's not really moving fast. An example, let's say bearish broker structure like this. So after the broker structure like this, it's not moving fast, it's just doing something like this. Yeah? In this case, price will sweep liquidity. Third case is after the broker structure like this, right? It closes to a sweep, so immediately after the broker structure, price reverses back inside like this. Eh? Price will sweep liquidity. So this is case number 2, case number 3. Case number 1 is after the broker structure like this, price closes with an imbalance, with a gap, or with an opening gap. So whatever. So this one will not sweep liquidity. Usually it goes back to use that, other the failed order block. Are you getting it now? So I've told you that the type of broker structure that you see, this is just how to take read price. So one of the ways that I do it. So the kind of broker structure that you see after every broker structure, the kind of price action rather that you see after a broker structure can invariably tell you to a great extent what price is doing or what you're to expect from price per time. So in this case in BTC, we had the broker structure quite alright. So pay attention to what we had. We had the broker structure here in 2 hours, right? You can see it. See the broker structure here in 2 hours. But what do you see it as? It closes as a sweep, right? Oh my god. I've enjoyed myself. So it closes as a sweep, right? And when it closes as a sweep this way, what are you supposed to expect? You're going to expect price over to sweep liquidity. Are you understanding what I'm saying now? You expect price to sweep liquidity. And let's drop down to 1 hour. Ouch. So when you check it in 1 hour, you see it obviously that's what it did. It just swept liquidity there. Here, you swept liquidity there. So this is your liquidity here. It swept it and then it dropped. Immediately after sweeping liquidity, it dropped off. Do you understand it now? So when you are taking trades this way, your trade becomes, or when you're reading price this way, it becomes much more easy. And you're not just taking uninformed trade anyhow. Emphasis is on the kind of breaker structure that you have. I made this post around December 24th. Maybe that's last year, 2024. That's when I made this particular post. I'm very certain that many people, when they saw the post, will be like, thank you very much for sharing. Thank you for this one. Thank you for that one. I don't want to thank you for anything. I want you to go and use it. Check the price action. Check it and use it. That's just my own. I don't care about the thank you. I'm not using it to do anything. Are you getting what I'm saying? I'm not using it to do anything. That is just the truth. I'm not using it to do anything. Don't tell me thank you. I'm putting it out there so that you can use. I'm not putting it out there so you can tell me thank you. So you go back to what you're trading, go back to whatever you trade, and then go and use it. And then go and use it. And don't, no, like I said, if these things are, if they are not so, block me on Telegram, block me on YouTube, block me on X, Twitter, block me in any social media platform that you're in. If they are not there. But I want you to what? Go back, check it on your trading view, back test it, check it out. They read the price this way. You begin to see a different whole of reality will show up to you. A different one. So again, the kind of broker structure to a great extent tells you what price wants to do next. If after a broker structure, price closes with an imbalance, it closes the gap, price will most likely not sweep liquidity. The job is to cover that gap. If after a broker structure, it closes with a sweep, it looks like a sweep that is immediately runs back inside. Price will, or after the broker structure it is choppy, that kind of price action will most often want to sweep liquidity. Are you getting it now? It's just like that. Right? So I think that brings us almost to the end of this session. This is gold. We are still holding this gold. Let's see. Today's Friday. Today's 31st. Yeah, Friday. So we only have a news on card CAD by 1:30. Early card news by 1:30. So basically no news again today. No news. We're not trading anything based on that. So we're going to see again on Monday. So we're going to see tomorrow. I'll have the session tomorrow. I want to explain certain things. So tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. we're going to have that session. We're going to have the session by tomorrow 8 a.m. So those of you that have inquiries, you want to ask certain things or certain services that I provide, you can send a DM to know that, you have questions based on technical topics, send them under this post on X or wherever you're watching it from. I will see them and I'll respond to them. Okay? And you should not go about your day without praying. Commit your day to God's hands. Thank God for the days of the week. Today is Friday. Don't worry about how your week went. Just thank God about it. We're going to the weekend. So thank God because there's so much that God can do, right? So thank God that He's going to lead you, that guide you, and direct you. So I want you to have the best of the best day. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you when I see you. So take care of yourself, and bye for now.